Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again in another episode of Scrap Mechanic. Hope you guys are having a good day. My day is going pretty darn good. If my keys wouldn't just start going forward all of a sudden. So today I want to show you a couple of things that I've been working on. This over here is a cool little vehicle. If you guys haven't seen it, I made a video of the Ocelot car that the guys made for Scrap Mechanics for one of their intro videos. And so I made a version of it that has some springs built in it and the wheels on the outside. And so it's extended a little bit and it seems like an all-around more steady of a car. It definitely, let's go, like, you guys seen the other one where I was able to flip it so often, and this one's actually really tough. Like, it's you can flip it, don't get me wrong, but it's very tough to flip. So I'm happy with it. This is like my car of choice now. I definitely really like it. And so if you guys haven't seen that video, you can go check it out. That's in the playlist and the link in the description. And you guys can see this one here. It's not made much differently. It's just a variation on that. So if you guys like these videos, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. It's been fantastic seeing how much you guys like this stuff and how much you guys have been supporting me, so I really do appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing what else you guys push and like and suggest in my channel's future. So this was a walker test. I've completely screwed up the timing. I don't think I even have any timing anymore, but you can see that one leg's supposed to move forward, the next leg's supposed to move forward, but it does not. It actually moves backwards. So let's try that. Whatever 2's on right now, let's send it the exact opposite direction. 270 degrees in the opposite direction. Boom. All right, let's see how this works. I've been messing with this thing for a good little while now, and unfortunately, whoa, we'll have to change that other joint too. 60 or 6 needs to go this way. There we go. Let's see how this does. Like I said, I've been messing with this for a while, and I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know what the timing needs to be. I can't figure out what the sequence needs to be on this. So it's definitely confusing me quite a bit, and look at that. We have fallen down on one knee. Let's see if we can put this back. Yeah, there they go. They're going to put it back here. I keep falling off the back. I need to move that chair up just slightly. But let's see. We need this joint number 2 to go full 360 degrees. Actually, full 360 degrees, like I said. Let's try this now. So we get 1 foot forward. We're going to get another foot to go forward. And it's not quite made its proper rotation yet. So we'll push that back up. Dang it. We'll push that back up, and we'll do a full 360 on this guy as well. Because I do want that to come back to its starting location. Maybe that's the way it needs to. Maybe everything needs to come up to that starting location. But even with this, I don't feel like it's moving forward very much. And I've been having a really hard time with it as far as timing is concerned. So if you guys have suggestions on this guy, I would greatly appreciate it, because this is something I've been working on for a while, and I can't quite figure it out. My brain just can't wrap around it. So this right here, this is a cool little thing. This is a scale, basically. And so I wanted to come together with you guys today, and I wanted to test some variables in the game of Scrap Mechanics. So we all know that all of our items have a weight value. Thrusters lightweight, metal blocks heavyweight, staircase step medium weight. I mean, you can see all of these weights in this, but do we actually know what the weight differences are? Like, what is a wooden block to a metal block? What is a stone block to a regular block? What is a chair to a passenger chair? You know, it's those kinds of things that I want to test here. And so we have this guy, and what this is for is to balance it out. We can put any block we want on here, and we can start from absolute 0 And then we just come back over here and we take off our connection. We step back, let it go, and you can see that the metal block is slightly heavier than our concrete one. So if I add another concrete block, let's go ahead and connect it back up to reset it. Okay, it looks like it's about 2 concrete blocks. Let's go for a third. Can't tell if it moved very much, but yeah, you can kind of get the idea of how this works. So like, we can test some of the bigger items here as well. Let's connect this back up, and so let's test a couple of things. Let's test the chair to the other chair. So we get this guy here. Now I don't know how it's gonna be when interpreting the size of items. Like, I know that's lower. Let's come back up a little bit on that. You know, I don't know if the weight distribution is going to matter very much. You know, this might be tough. But yeah, we can definitely see that that chair was much heavier. And this chair's heavyweight, where this chair, or I'm sorry, this chair is medium weight, but this one's also medium weight. So that's interesting. I don't know that I quite understand that. So let's see. Maybe I need to place this in another way. Let's place it out a little bit, like that, and we'll see if this makes a difference. Okay, so yeah, there we can kind of see some variable in that, and I don't know if I'm doing that wrong or not, but I can't personally figure out another way to do it. So one thing I do want to test is how much is that chair worth? How much weight is that chair worth? And so if we start taking some of these blocks here and we start putting them on until we see movement, that was a start of a movement there. Yeah, we're still getting some heavier weights on the other side. Oh, still. Let's try this side. No lift. Okay, one more. There we go. We got some leverage. So let's take a look here. Okay, we're a little heavy on this side, just a little bit. So let's take out one row in the middle. Reset our connection. I would say that's fairly confident. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. And so a 4 by 4 by 5 block with 4 of the pieces missing. So 4 by 4 by 5. I can't do the math on that off the top of my head. But if you guys can, let me know. But I think that's a fairly decent representation of how heavy that is. So if you need a counterbalance, you know that you're going to need a 4 by 4 by 5 block, roughly, you know. So let's test some other things here. We have the electric engine and the other engine. We also have a controller to a button. We have a button to a switch. We have a sensor. We can also test the wheels to each other. That might be kind of cool. So let's do that. Let's test the wheels to each other. So we know the wheels have different weights, but let's see how much different of a weight. Okay, is this wheel touching? Whoa. Okay, did not expect that. Let's take this, and then we'll raise it up. We're going to put some more of these crates underneath it. I've been using these crates as a building block. I really kind of like them. But we'll use these just in here like so. Okay, and then I'm going to just come out a little bit just for a little more added stabilization. I didn't necessarily want this to be connected to the ground. I didn't know, and I still don't know, if that would cause some kind of weird relation thing. I don't know, so that's why I haven't bothered with it. But yeah, now we can see that if we connect this up, take it off, that wheel is significantly heavier. So, but if we take a look at them, the big wheel is a medium weight, and the little wheel is a heavyweight. So I'm starting to feel like there's not that good of a representation of weight in this game. And no offense to the scrap mechanic guys, I'm sure that they have their reasoning, but you know, that's kind of a bummer that that's the way it is. It looks like, to me, that it's gonna take 2 wheels, maybe? Let's see, 2 wheels to that one. And even then, it's still slightly heavier. So we have 2 wheels plus a heavy block. So let's try that. 2 wheels plus a heavy block. Can I connect that? 2 wheels plus a heavy block seems to be the weight difference. So it definitely seems like there is differences, variances in some of the building mechanics in this game. So, I mean, it can definitely be frustrating, I know, for a lot of people if you're building any sort of machinery or anything, to have a variance like this, because especially if you're doing anything with flight, you need that mechanic to stay the way that it is. Now, we have a button and a sensor seem to be relatively the same weight or so little off that it doesn't really matter. So we have a controller, and this is a lightweight controller, so I want to see how it compares to a metal block. And it would appear at first glance that it's pretty good. Yeah, so it definitely seems like the metal block does have a little bit on it, but let's see. Let's do 2 controllers and see how it handles then. It would appear that the metal block is worth 2 controllers. Good to know. So to me, it really comes down to what is what. You know, what is medium weight? What is heavy weight? What is this really? You know, it's just one of those things that I think we need to get into a little bit more, that might be really cool to get into and test out, and really just see what the weights are in this game. Because if we are going to get special items, special things like, I don't know, wings and lift and stuff like that, weight is going to be a big factor. And so we as mechanics, if you will, need to know what our true weights are. And at this time, I really don't think there is a true weight system, unfortunately. There's just the connotation of heavyweight and lightweight. So, I'm sure that my tests here are not accurate, but I just wanted to start a conversation with you guys. What do you think of weight in this game? How do you think it will affect everything? And let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, my name is Draax. I hope that you enjoyed this look into the weight in scrap mechanics, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.